Okay, so there's two key principles I believe that gave me the success that I've had on Amazon. Last month we did over £135,000 just from our UK account. We've got two accounts just from our UK account. These two principles I believe are what gave me the success and many other people's success that I see. Let's get into the video. So, key principle number one is consistency. A lot of people forget that in order to get anything in life, you have to be consistent. And you don't have to be consistent for a month. You don't have to be consistent for 6 months. You have to be consistent for years. In order to get true consistency and the compounding that catches up with consistency, you need to stick in an industry, stick in a certain business model, i.e. Amazon, i.e. eBay, i.e. Shopify, whatever you're doing, you have to stick into it for a long period of time. A year ago from now, I knew half of what I know now. A year ago from now, I knew half what I knew. And I thought that I knew stuff back then. Every year that goes by, I realise how little I knew the year before. The only thing that stops you, the only thing that makes you realise this is consistency. When you stick to something for a certain period of time, years, you get a level of knowledge that some people don't have. I still, to this day, get people telling me that Amazon FBA doesn't work. I still, to this day, get people telling me that Amazon FBA is a scam. I still, to this day, say that Amazon FBA is not a good way to make money. I hear a lot of multiple millionaire successful gurus saying that Amazon FBA is a rubbish business model. And here's the reason they say that. They made their money in something else. They made their money in a different business model. It could have been a estate agency. It could have been an ice cream business. Whatever they did, they've got the compounding catching up on them and the consistency that they've stuck to for years in that business model. And the only thing that they see in this business model is a headache. The only thing they see in this business model is the thousands of people that have given up on this business model. The only thing that they see in this business is that Amazon is the only ones that own the business and no one actually has an Amazon business just apart from Jeff Bezos. That's what you see from the outset. But in order to get a really deep, good understanding of a business, you have to stick to it for years. This Amazon business, I could make this, unless they change something dramatically on the platform, I know for a fact for the rest of my life I'll be able to make good money from Amazon because I've given it enough years to build up my skill set, to build up my knowledge and to build up my contacts to make that happen. A lot of people are stuck in business models that have not got a big enough reach. A big enough reach for them to learn the skills, a big enough audience base. The one thing you've got with Amazon is an audience. You've always got an audience there. You've just got to position the correct product with that audience to make sure you're making enough profit as well at the end of the game. That's it. The consistency is the number one key principle. Second key principle, volume. This is where most people really, really mess up. And when I say mess up, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be unfair here. It's just a fact. I know probably about 8 people off the top of my head that are actioning the same amount of product launches or product compounding or product sourcing that me and my team are. And by the way, I'm nowhere near as successful as some of these people, but they've been going at it longer, or they've got more resources, or they've been pushing it further and harder than even me, you know. But I'll tell you one thing that I do really well. I consistently launch products. And a lot of people think that it's okay to launch one product a month. A lot of people think it's okay to launch one product a quarter. And they actually really struggle to build that consistency in the volume of work that they're doing. The volume of work that you're doing, especially in a business model like Amazon FBA, especially in a business model like e-commerce, where it's about volume and it's a really competitive marketplace out there and there's a lot of Me Too products. The only way to get around that, unless you've got a phenomenal brand that is world-renowned, that people are just searching for you, the only way to get around that is to consistently launch products. And not all of them are going to work, but you've got to consistently launch products. Or if you don't launch products, you need to be consistently sourcing products, consistently buying products, consistently testing products. So when I say volume, I'm talking about volume of product launches. I'm talking about volume of sourcing if you're doing arbitrage. I'm talking about volume of opening new wholesale accounts if you do wholesale. Whatever you're doing, the volume matters. And people mess up on this. I see people like launching one product, spending months on the PPC, trying to rank it, overthinking it, thinking that they're doomed because the product's not successful. And in that 3 months, me and my team have launched 25 products. And even if half of them are successful, even if 25% of them are successful, it was worth it. It's about that volume. If you look at the most successful podcasts in the world, volume. Look at the most successful businesses like Amazon in the world, volume. It's about volume. You have to... Hey all, just a quick interruption to let you know that BuyBot Pro is kindly sponsoring this video. As you can get a 14-day free trial to BuyBot Pro, which is an Amazon FBA calculator with a lot more stuff. Works out exactly how much profit you're making. You can see a keeper kind of graph at the bottom of it to look back and all that sort of good stuff. So it's a tool that I've been using for many years now, and as you know, I don't promote anything that I don't currently use or have used in the past. So anyway, let's get back to the video. Check out the link. Have the consistency to stick to something. But here's the hard bit, pushing out the volume of product launches, the volume of opening up wholesale accounts, the volume of launching brands, the volume of building products, sourcing products, buying products, whatever you're doing, volume and consistency. For a very long time, I had the consistency, but I didn't have the volume. And around about a year ago, it clicked on me that I need the consistency of the volume as well, the volume of product launches. But I even went wrong then, because I was overthinking things. I was having excuses because I wasn't willing to do the hard work. I was launching a product every single week for a few months, and then I thought, oh, I better stop that now because, you know, XXX, insert excuse there. And then I started looking at overthinking stuff. Oh, maybe I should be the luxury ones on the market. Maybe I should start doing multicolour products. Maybe I should start being better. No, you just got to do what you know and do volume of it. So now I know that we're going to have a sensational year because I know exactly, because I've stuck to the key principle number 1, which is the consistency of this business for long enough, right, to realize the connect here. You've got to be consistently launching products that you know if you launch enough volume of them, it will be unreasonable to think that you'll fail. And you only get that with consistency. When you're consistently launching these products, you'll eventually get to a stage where you know what type of products that you want to source, that you want to launch, that you want to create, that generally 6 or 7 times out of 10 work. And you just got to launch a volume of them and just be the best at what you do. At your price point, at your niche, whatever you do. Once they connect, you've got the consistency and you've got the volume of the sort of products that you're launching without overthinking it and just getting that hard work done. I believe they're the key principles that have got me to where I am, but are going to get me a lot further. And I believe that people that I know that are really, really successful in a much bigger way than I am, especially in this business, they've stuck to their models that they know in their niche, and they've got that consistency, and they've got that consistency of volume as well. They're doing the volume with the consistency. They're learning all the lessons of launching all these products and getting better and better every time. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate if you like the video as well. See you soon.